Before starting this video, I would like to give a shout out to my friends at Glaze. The tempered glass that you see for the OnePlus 60 as well as the iPhone XR in this video is from them, and they've recently launched their new premium curved edge-to-edge tempered glass for these devices. So if you guys have the OnePlus 60 or the new iPhones, then do check them out, and you can use the promo code Gizmo to save 10% off your order. The curved edge tempered glasses are really nice and premium. I have been using it on my devices and I really like them. So yeah, the link is in the video's description. Hey guys, Gizmoddict here, and this is a camera comparison between the iPhone XR and the OnePlus 60. This is going to be an interesting one because these phones are $250 apart in terms of pricing, and if you're in India, the gap is even more because the XR is double the cost of the 60. So how different is the camera performance on both of these phones? Let's find out, but then before we start, if you're new to the channel, then please hit the red subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on my new videos. Now let's get started. So first we'll talk about some numbers. The iPhone XR has a 12 megapixel f1.8 single sensor on the back, whereas on the front we've got a 7 megapixel shooter. The OnePlus 60 on the other hand gets a 16 megapixel f1.7 shooter along with a secondary 20 megapixel lens on the back, and on the front you've got a 16 megapixel camera again. So clearly OnePlus is far ahead in terms of numbers, but then as we know, more megapixels does not mean better performance. And that's immediately evident when you put photos from both of these phones side by side. While the OnePlus 60's camera is very good on its own, when you compare it to the iPhone XR side by side, you can clearly see that the iPhone is superior. In broad daylight, the iPhone has better colors and saturation as compared to the 60. You should also notice the sky on all of these photos, and as you can see, overall the colors are a lot more accurate on the XR. The photos are more vibrant and they have better dynamic range as well on the iPhone, and the OnePlus 60's photos feel a bit faded as compared to the iPhone. The iPhone according to me has more true to life colors and it's the winner for me here. Although OnePlus, because of its f1.7 aperture, has slightly more background blur in macro shots. But then when you jump into the portrait mode here, once again I prefer the iPhone. Not only do the photos look more natural and well saturated on the iPhone, even the blur effect is more stronger. Although OnePlus is sort of better with edge detection, but then the iPhone really impresses here once again, and I really like the feature on the iPhone where you can change the blur effect after you've clicked the photo. So yeah, overall the iPhone is the better camera for me. Moving on to the indoor scenarios here, once again I feel that the iPhone was a bit better. Although they are more similar here, I think that the iPhone captures the colors in the whole scene very well as compared to the OnePlus 60. In this picture I have a pink lamp and an LED in the background, and the iPhone has captured that very well. OnePlus on the other hand barely did that. The iPhone also had slightly better dynamic range in some photos, and my pick totally would be the iPhone XR. Lastly, we move on to the extremely dimly lit scenarios, and here while XR and the 60 might seem close enough, the 60 can use Google Camera's night sight feature, so the minute you turn it on, it hands down beats the iPhone. No comparison here, the OnePlus 60 is straight up better. Coming to the front-facing camera here, once again my pick would be the iPhone. Although OnePlus has more megapixels, I think that they have messed up the camera app a bit because the selfies are very overexposed and blown out, and the edge detection is not that amazing too. The iPhone XR takes much more natural looking selfies and the exposure is on point with it. You can try using Google Camera on the OnePlus 60, but still, the iPhone takes better photos in most lighting conditions. Unless you are in some really low lighting scenarios where you can once again turn on the night sight feature and get better selfies on the OnePlus 60. Apart from that, the iPhone does better, but then when you turn on the night sight feature in extremely low light conditions, the 60 does better. Lastly, coming to the video performance, I think both of the phones are equally capable here. You can do 4K 60 FPS on both of them. They have electronic image stabilization, optical image stabilization, and I honestly have no complaints here. So coming to the conclusion of this comparison, I think that it is fair to say that the iPhone XR overall performs better than the OnePlus 60. The OnePlus 60 is better in extreme low light conditions with Google camera's night sight, but you have to remember it will only kick in properly extremely dimly lit scenarios. In all of the other cases, the iPhone XR does better and my pick would be the iPhone. But then you also have to remember the fact that the iPhone is expensive. It's double the cost of the OnePlus 60 in India. So I have to say the OnePlus 60 does a very commendable job for its price. But then if you're comparing just the image quality barring the pricing, the iPhone takes the lead here. So what do you guys think about this comparison? Which phone did you like more, and if budget was not an option, would you buy the iPhone XR or you would buy the OnePlus 60? Definitely let me know in the comments. That wraps up my quick camera comparison between the iPhone XR and the OnePlus 60. If you guys have any more questions, drop them in the comments. Please like the video if you enjoyed watching it. And if you're new here, then definitely hit the red subscribe button and press that notification bell. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in your notifications very soon. Bye.